Man, this guy has really captured the public. Luigi Mangione has officially pleaded not guilty to murder and terrorism charges. Okay, so we know he wants to fight this out in court, even though it was on tape. Again, innocent until proven guilty. The alleged killer, an internet sensation, facing a potential death penalty sentence if he is convicted. Now, there were a host of headlines to come out of his New York arraignment hearing, from more than 20 women showing up to support him to the bizarrely large police presence during his perp walk. But I want to talk about another star in all of this, and the masterclass that Mangione's attorney, Karen Agnifilo, did put on in the courtroom. Just watch this.
The second thing I want to make a record of, Your Honor, is I'm very concerned about my client's right to a fair trial in this case. He's being prejudiced by some statements that are being made by government officials. Like every other defendant, he is entitled to a presumption of innocence. But unfortunately, the way this has been handled so far, his rights are being violated. And as you know, Your Honor, there's a wealth of case law guaranteeing his right to a fair trial, but none of the safeguards have been put in place yet here. In fact, it's just the opposite of what's been happening. He's a young man, and he is being treated like a human ping pong ball between two warring jurisdictions here. These federal and state prosecutors are coordinating with one another, but at the expense of him. They have conflicting theories in their indictments, and they are literally treating him like he is like some sort of political fodder, like some sort of spectacle.
Now, I know Karen. I've interviewed her a number of times. I don't think I'm being biased to say that she was spitting fire right there and also spitting facts, and I also think that Mangione is one lucky man because he has representing him one of the very best in the business, creme de la creme, I think. If he does somehow manage to beat these charges, get lesser charges, it'll no doubt be because of Agnifilo and her work. But let's hone in on what she is saying here because it is important. The Fed's effort to parade Mangione around like a trophy, they have utterly, I believe, destroyed his chance of a truly fair trial. And that's what she's going to go for. I think it's disgusting. I think it's unconstitutional. I know it's unconstitutional. I think it's un-American. Politicians have completely politicized this case. No one more than the New York City mayor, okay? She took him to task. And if there's jury nullification or a venue change, it'll be in large part because of the effort of law enforcement and the mayor.
He was on display for everyone to see in the biggest staged perp walk I've ever seen in my career. It was absolutely unnecessary. He's been cooperative with law enforcement. He had been in custody for over a week. He waived extradition. He was cooperative at all accounts. There was no reason for the NYPD and everybody to have these big assault rifles that, frankly, I had no idea it was in their arsenal. And to have all of the press there, the media there, it was like perfectly choreographed. And what was the New York City mayor doing at this press conference, Your Honor? That just made it utterly political. And as Your Honor knows, under Lauro v. Charles, the Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit has held it to be clearly established that these staged perp walks to the media, unrelated to a legitimate law enforcement objective, is unconstitutional. And I submit there was zero law enforcement objective to do that sort of perp walk. There's absolutely no need for that whatsoever. And frankly, Your Honor, the mayor should know more than anyone of the presumption of innocence that he too is afforded when dealing with his own issues. And frankly, I submit that he was just trying to detract from those issues by making a spectacle of Mr. Mangione.
So bravo, Ms. Agnifilo, bravo. I don't know about you, but I can't get enough of this story. It is captivating. It's captivating. Everybody's intrigued by this. And from all the man on the street interviews that I have conducted recently, I know that most of you feel the very same way about it every time I talk to you. I put together a collection of some of the best Mangione chats that I've had so far. And let me know what you think of these comments. How do you feel about this? Let me know what you think in the comments, I should say. I want to hear from you.
The CEO who was shot was a client of ours, actually. So, I know him. A good guy, unfortunate, but I understand the stand that was taken, but not in the right way, but in a way that's visible. I understand how it got there.
People say, I don't agree with it, but I understand.
I would say that's where the camp I'm in, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you in the same camp?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think it was right, but I get it.
You guys paying attention to this crazy healthcare story?
Yeah.
Sure.
What do you think?
I'm sorry. I think he's mentally ill, and unfortunately, he hasn't gotten the help that he needed.
Yeah.
So, again, why is that? Because of the healthcare system in our country.
I'm concerned that they're going to make him a hero. I'm sure that there is a screenplay in the works already, a book in the works.
A movie.
Yeah, a movie, yeah. Insurance companies these days, they rule the world. Everybody knows it. They literally, not just the industry, they rule the world.
You say
Most
they
important decisions in your life, right,
Yeah.
are controlled by them. You look at the amount of denials they've had, that company.
32%.
It's a lot.
32%.
You say they rule the world, but you're worried they're going to make him into a hero.
Yeah.
They're going to make him into a hero because people are so fed up, I think, with the fact that insurance companies control decisions that are the most important decisions for individuals.
And don't think that I'm condoning what he did.
Right.
But he is bringing up an important conversation, no?
Oh, absolutely.
It's
But
not the
murder
right way to
is
do it.
not the right way to do it. Murder's not the right way to do it. I'm sorry. I really am sorry for him and his family that they have to live through this.
Paying attention to the healthcare story?
Yes. I mean, I'm from that area, so they're a great family.
So do you know the family?
Yeah, I do. I don't know him, but I know a few family members because it's such a big family.
What are people saying there?
It's just weird, you know. Everybody's like, "Whoa, this is crazy." They're so friendly and nice. Nothing bad to say about them.
Yeah. Is it like I would never have expected that from this guy?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a interesting thing.
It's bringing up a conversation about health insurance that I think is really important. I don't know if you think it.
Yeah, I think it's important to talk about it.
My healthcare is not the best. Like, my insurance isn't the best. So, like, trying to figure that out is always a headache to me. And, like, the insurance companies never help with that.
It's a tough thing to talk about because you don't want to condone what happened, but it is bringing up something that's
Conversation
important.
that needs to happen,
Yeah.
for sure. Like, I mean, it's horrible that that's how there had to be a spotlight shown on this.
Can I ask you guys about the healthcare guy?
Well, not him, but the other guy's, he's pretty cute. He is hot.
He's a babe.
He's a babe.
What do you think about the conversation he started?
Well, I don't want to get too political here.
You just think he's hot.
Yeah, pretty much, yes.
I mean, I work in healthcare. Healthcare is so shitty. Shitty here in the U.S. People pay like literally thousands of dollars a month for health coverage and still can't get any type of basic care.
You've been paying attention to the United Healthcare CEO?
A little bit.
What do you think of the reaction?
I think it's a little disappointing that a lot of people are out here celebrating a death. I think there's obviously a lot of frustration over costs of healthcare in America. I think there's also probably a lot of misplaced anger over the cost of healthcare. I don't think you can justify like murdering somebody over that clearly.
And you don't even know if that's the reason.
I think it's probably politically driven in the sense of like I'm mad at the system. It's a form of political violence. And I don't think you can take that out on like one executive. Like I don't think that's the right way to go about that. But I do think it is indicative of maybe the political climate that people are reacting in this way. They think it's acceptable that he was murdered because of the fact that he's making, whatever, $10 million a year.
We are thrilled to have you as one of our watchers. So thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button as well. And that way you can be notified about all of our new content. There's plenty of it for you. We're live every day at 10 a.m. Eastern time. We drop more videos at 2 p.m. Eastern and at 5 p.m. And if you want even more Don Lemon Show content, we'd love for you to become a member of the Lemon Nation, of the Lemon community. Members receive access to special community posts, exclusive content, and live shows. So just head right over to our channel page or click the join button on this video. Again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.